Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing good. I am so excited for this video. I have got something brand new to show you, a brand new product launch from Elichem, and this is their Black Eco. It's a Black Eco. Again, from Elichem. All of the details will be down below, but I'll talk more about that later in the video. This is so exclusive. It has not even launched yet, and I get to play with it, which really excites me. Okay. Calm down, Claire. This is the Elichem Aqua Cast in Black. You just add water. Water activated, casting compound. Could not be any easier. And like, guys, let me tell you, like, this is voiceover Claire. I already know how the results come out, so that is why I'm so excited. When I first saw it, it reminded me of powder paint. Do you guys remember back in school? You used to mix the powder into water to get your powder paint. That's what it reminded me of. It actually came with thorough instructions, a whole page of full instructions, what it is, how to use it, how to mix it, but honestly, most importantly, the mix ratio. So the mix ratio is 100 grams to 25 grams, 100 powder, 25 water, but most important, wear gloves, wear gloves, wear gloves. Capital letters, wear gloves. That is the first thing I did before I even opened the bottle. I got my gloves on, and it is deeply pigmented. So because it is naturally black when you add water, is deep, guys, deeply pigmented. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Please wear gloves, because whilst it's safe and it's eco, if this pigment gets on your skin, I'm telling you, you need to scrub to get it off. So it's just easier. Now it also has a pot life of 10 to 15 minutes, which is quite a long time for an eco to be able to still work with it within that 10 to 15 minute range. We're going to put that to the test in this video as well. First up, the mold. Now, some of you guys might remember I had a huge mold haul sent to me by Nicole Mold, and I still haven't actually gotten around to using these pots. They are stunning. I want a black pot for my brand new console table in my hallway, so that is what we're making. It's a gorgeous silicone mold. It just clips together. So I actually got some bulldogs from the pound shop, and I'm just going to use those around the outside edge to keep the mold housing together, and that's going to just make it easier for me to pour my eco down in. Again, just clipping it all together, and it's quite straightforward, but again, we're here for the eco. I wasn't too sure what to expect from this Aqua Cast. Now, I have used Elichem's products in the past, you guys know that, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be different, if it was going to be as pourable, or if it was going to be quite thick. So I was worried about the mold choice. Now it does say 100 grams powder to 25 grams water. So I trebled that, and I'm going to mix up 300 grams powder to 75 grams water, only because I've got no idea how much these pots take. Yes, there's a measuring something out there. You could try that. You could do what I do, just have spare molds to hand if you pour too much. I've just sped this bit up for you because, again, I'm letting you know exactly what I mixed up for this mold. So now that I've got my water in there, I'm going to put in my 300 grams of powder. Now at this point I had no idea what to expect. Like I just said, I don't know if it's going to give me a thick double cream consistency, or like a single cream consistency, or if it's going to be super gloopy or like watery. I had no idea, but I was also thinking, should I have sieved it? Is it going to have lumps? Is it going to have clumps? Like, I've got no clue what to expect. So this is the very first time that I'm ever trying this. Can you see the bubbles releasing themselves? Like, at one point I thought it was actually fizzing, but it's got a natural bubble release in there. They are literally fizzing to the top, which was pretty cool to see. And wow, totally clump free. Like, the powder was completely eaten up by the water, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not like other ecos I've used where you can get clumps of powder in there. The powder got absorbed. Can you see the bubbles? Like, it's actually insane watching the bubbles all float to the top and just like pop themselves. This is the consistency I got, mixing the exact ratio. So 300 to 75. This is what we were looking at. It's not, I wouldn't even say maybe it's single cream. Let's say single cream consistency. It was the perfect pouring consistency to pour into this pot, because I was worried because the lip, I haven't got much wiggle room, you know, the lip on this pot is super thin. So you're kind of just hoping for the best, that it's going to go in and down and around those edges. And luckily it just poured like a beauty. It poured like a dream. And I kind of kept it in one place until I could see it coming all the way up the sides and around the other sides as well, and around the edges. So honestly, a dream to mix, a dream to pour. I just wanted to tap it a little bit. The thing is with this mold, it's got so much detail. It's got the most beautifully embossed pattern around the edge of it. So when I say tap it a little bit, I mean a lot. Now, much like any eco you use, you really have to go for it when you're using molds like this, because the details around the edges are just so fine. And what happens is, any product you use air can get caught. So as you're pouring in, air bubbles can get trapped in those 90-degree nooks and crannies. So here you see me, I'm going for it. I'm not even kidding. When I realized that this Aqua cast black wasn't just splashing and pouring out everywhere, I started to bash it. I'm not even kidding. I whacked it. I hit it against my table. I did everything in my power to eliminate air pockets from around that stunning design on the mold. But here's the thing. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. I did get a couple of air holes. I'm letting you know now because I would have done that anyway with any eco. But if I do this again, which I will be, I would recommend pouring it into the mold, just a little bit, turning the mold on its side to then twist the mold in your hand. Like, constantly rotate the mold in your hand so that the eco gets a chance, fully chance, to adhere to the nooks and crannies of that pattern. I hope I'm making sense. I didn't do it in this video, but I will definitely try that again. Now, I actually poured the lid. I did pour some in the lid, but I didn't have enough for the lid in that 300 to 75 gram mixture. So I mixed some more to fill the lid, and we're going to try something else. Now, this is the beauty of having a black eco. If I wanted to make a whole set of something, I wouldn't have to worry about colour matching using pigments in a plain cream or white eco. It's already black. So no matter what you do, you're going to get the same colour, which is what excited me. When I realised I had to mix more to fill up the lid, it didn't worry me because it's exactly the same product. Now, we're going to pour some into these molds, but I really wanted to see, does it pick up mica? I've got these simple pendant molds. I haven't got much eco left in my pot because I just mixed up a little bit more. We're going to brush on some mica on the left. We're going to brush on some chameleon powder on the right. I've laid rubber stamps down into these pendants. We're just going to play. We're just going to see what it does. Is it going to pick up mica? Because other ecos I've used, we all know, they don't really do a great job. They do pick up mica, but they don't do a great job at it. And I just wondered if this black eco would be any different. Like, would it pick mica up from a mold? Yeah, it was at this point I'd already got mica on my finger from rubbing the stamps with it. So I'm just doing a little Daniel Cooper, and I'm just gonna press a fingerprint into this mold here, and then we're just going to fill it up with eco. Now, this is the thing, it's worth mentioning, this is the first time I've ever used this, so I'm playing around here as if it's not an eco, you know, because usually by now my eco would have gone off, but this is actually 11 minutes after pouring the lid. So the lid for the pot was poured 11 minutes before this, and this is the same eco still sitting in the bottom of the pot, and it's still pourable. Is it thickening up? Yes, there's absolutely no denying that it was getting thicker, but is it still in a totally usable and pourable state? Absolutely yes. So 11 minutes, that is a long work time for an eco. Again, hey, it's not a Claire's Crafty Corner video if we don't make a mess, okay? So if you are new here, welcome. I make a lot of mess. I did pour too much in the middle one. So you saw me there just scoop a bit out of the middle one. Now, because these two here on the left have got rubber stamps in, I can't really tap them much. I can't go crazy with them. But the one on the right, I can do what I want with that one. Like literally lift it up, slap it back down, bash it against the table just to get all of the air pockets out of those 90-degree edges. But it's a lot harder to do that when you're laying down inlays or if you're laying down stamps. By the time I'd done that, this is what the bottom of the pot was looking like. So it's already drying. This is the pendants as they stand right now. And this is about 40 minutes later. I think the instructions say demold up to 90 minutes, but I am a rebel. Sorry, Elichem. I demolded after 40 minutes, 30 to 40, because I tapped them and they were rock hard. So, but don't be like me, guys. Follow the instructions, because if you do that and yours break, I don't want to be, I don't want to be held responsible. Guys, look at this. It picked up the mica like a dream. Now, the reason I'm excited about this is because I've used other ecos that leave a lot of mica in the mold. And that fingerprint, I was going to say thumb, that fingerprint didn't. It completely took the mica from the mold, which is exciting. And this one here is my absolute favorite. Guys, they are a little bit messy. They are a little bit scraggly around the edges. But this was a very unplanned, hey, I've got some leftovers, what shall I do with it, kind of little improv here. So they're not the neatest, they could be neater. Also, who am I kidding? It's Claire's Crafty Corner. This one here, love, love, love. This is making me want to do steampunk again. I'm not even kidding. I'm thinking, oh gosh, can I do steampunk? I want to do some more steampunk. That's what that is making me feel. Now, as for the pot, oh my goodness me. Easy to demold. This mold, again, this video is not about the mold, it's about the eco, but this mold is super squishy silicone, which just made it so much easier to actually demold the pot. I'm going easy here and I'm rotating it so you guys can see how gorgeous this is. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was a really hot day. The sun was shining and it does look a little bit pale, but it is black. It actually is the same color black as the mat on my table. It is as black as they said it was, and it is gorgeous. Could I have done a better job removing the air pockets? Yes, absolutely. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you just pour a little bit in and then just rotate the mold in your, turn the mold on its side, rotate, just so that the eco gets a chance to get in the lefts and the rights and the ups and the downs. I did a lot of tapping, which has obviously helped it get in to everything so far, but I could have definitely done a better job at that. That's human error. That's not the eco. If anything, this is the perfect eco for a detailed mold because it's runny. It actually will pour. Other ecos are a lot thicker. Not sure they would have done as good a job at getting in to those left, rights, ups and downs. But yeah, here we are. Gorgeous. Love. Very, very black. It's exactly what they said it would be. They also told me, which I did experience myself, that the pigmentation is so strong that it has a chance of leaving stains on your molds. And they told me that a hot soapy bath will sort that out. This is what they look like after a hot soapy bath. So there is a chance that there will be pigmentation left over. Now this is after one hot soapy bath. I just saw a little bit here, so I'll have to go back in and give it another hot soapy bath. But again, I'm not too worried about that. It didn't get on my skin because I was wearing gloves. But I did get a bit on my finger when I was clearing up. And let me tell you, it took a little bit of a scrub, but it is off now. So one real strong hand wash with soap did actually remove the black kind of stain from my fingertips. But it was a little bit of effort. It was a little bit of effort. Wear gloves is all I'm saying. Wear gloves. This is what it's looking like. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I wanted a black pot for my brand new console table that I've just built. And this was it. This has just completed my little tray. It's perfect. It's as black as I needed it to be. And yeah, I really love it. Thank you so much to Elichem for sending this over to me. Like I said at the beginning, it's so brand new. It has not launched yet. If you are interested, not only can you keep your eye on the Elichem website, I will also let you know. But if you are interested in getting on the pre-order list, then you absolutely can pre-order it. And I'm going to leave all of that detail in the description box down below. for you guys to go ahead, get your name down on the pre-order list. If you don't want to do that, don't worry, Elichem are going to announce it soon, and then if you keep an eye on my community tab, then I will also post up there when it's live, and you can go and just order it yourselves. But yeah, I'm excited for this because, yeah, that's it. I'm excited. I loved it. Thank you, Elichem. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.